time.
We could have had something special.
Don't forget to record.
Don't forget to record.
Did it. We are recording.
Oh, the
Yay.
after. The
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. We appreciate you being here with us and joining us for our Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign. How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Very good. Doing fantastic.
Yes. Chat, how are y'all doing?
Fantastic. Oh, they sound pretty good.
Quiet so far.
They do sound great.
They're doing really well.
Good. I'm so happy for them. Episode 5. Session 5. Episode session, whatever.
What body of water do you get bonuses to sail across? It's very proficient in Saltmarsh.
What body of water? What word?
Do you get bonuses to sail across? It's for sailing, boats, water.
I don't know.
The proficiency.
I was thinking of real C's that had like words in them, but he just made one up. He made that up. That's good though. That's good.
That was pretty good. I feel
I'll
better
take
now.
that one. Yeah, no,
Yeah, everyone approves here right now.
Yeah.
Everyone approves.
What's the opposite of inspiration?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage for you.
That sounds right.
All right, so a couple announcements. We'll start. Actually, Mr. Mike, you have an announcement for
Yes.
everybody. Right?
So if the picture would come upon the screen, Covington Comic
It's on the
Con will be coming back to Covington on August 12th and 13th. Come on down. There will be lots of neat booths, various guest stars, a booth in particular of my own, where I have 3D printed lots of neat little guys, which you can come by
Ooh,
for purchase.
show us.
Hold him up to over there. That guy.
A lovely skull dice tower,
Oh.
dice roller.
Jamie,
Oh, yeah, it's battle cam
get
on
it with the battle cam.
Cut to close-up cams.
Whoa!
A selection of cute little wiggly dragon guys. You'll
Changes color based on direction.
carry your favorite frosty beverage in our mock tankard, and other little D&D adjacent items like leather-lined dice trays, custom T-shirts, and all the other booths will have lots of other wonderful things as well. So,
Ooh, that is Covington Comic Con.
yes, Covington, Tennessee, at the Civic Center off the City Square.
You got internet. You got technology. Figure it
Yes,
out.
look it up. It's on Facebook. It's all over the
Google
place. Yeah, check it on Facebook for sure.
Awesome. Yes, if you got some time, swing by. I think we might be there. Maybe, not officially, but we'll go like
I'd probably go.
say hey.
And I will
Yeah.
have my printer there for just a very slow demonstration if somebody wants to see something kind of cool printing.
Yeah.
So,
Come use his 3D printing material.
yes.
And other announcement that we've got is it's big for us.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter to a lot of other people, but it's huge for us.
It is. It's a
Big
big
change.
It's a big
you want
deal.
me to announce it?
You gonna steal my thunder?
Yeah.
Okay. You can announce
You
it.
guys, we're so sorry to announce, but we're moving platforms. You can find us on YouTube going forward. That was good, right? That was good. Dramatic, yeah. We're moving.
Wait, why are we going to YouTube? What's up with that?
We are going to YouTube for a few reasons. The main reason is going to be it's a good way to consolidate all of our content. We have come to find that Twitch is great. It is not the greatest in terms of discoverability, which is, one of the things that we're trying to work on. We're trying to get some more eyeballs looking at our stream, and it's where all of our videos are too. All of our VODs are there, so we like it. So going forward, all of our streams will be on our Cloak and Stagger YouTube. So yeah,
That's exciting.
We're gonna see how it goes.
we're gonna see how it
Give it
goes.
a good go.
We figured, we're starting a new campaign. We've been on a little, not a hiatus, but like our live campaign has been on hiatus, and like this is as good a time as any, I feel. So make sure you follow us over there if you aren't already. That being said, I think that's all the announcements we have. Does anybody else have anything you want to talk about?
I won't be here.
In a month.
That's an early announcement.
We will miss you early.
All right. Yeah, we miss you already. All right. Well, I guess with that, it's been a couple weeks, so maybe a few of us, definitely not the DM, definitely not me, maybe a little foggy on what happened last time. So who wants to give us the recap? Oh, look at you. Dude, Mr. Social today. All right.
At the beginning of session 4, the group descended into the cellar, finding empty wine racks, destroyed crates, and a dead plate mail sporting soldier. Red and Colt were set upon by rather aggressive maggots, and Red has gained a new phobia. While inspecting the room, Kugal finds a bottle of brightly colored liquid with a label depicting a unicorn, shipped in its own special crate. Yeah, we have not figured that out yet. Kugal is becoming more familiar with his eldritch powers, and after finding footprints in the dust and following them, a hidden door was found to a room where some group had been living. Colt took the first blow from one of several individuals in the room. During the ensuing skirmish, Red electrified, Aelin mummified, Kugal almost died, and Colton subdued a guy. Thank you.
This is like the rhyming police report. I love it.
The interrogation of the pirate yielded very little useful information. Aelin tossed the nicer bedroom and found some books, including the spicy poetry that she stashed for later enjoyment. The team, having decided at last to make their way back out of the house, found themselves locked in the quarters, save opening the danger door. That's where we are left.
Boom, boom, boom. That was a good recap.
That was great.
We
yeah.
stuck.
Inspiration for you.
Thank you.
If you don't use it, you lose it. This is your first recap inspiration. Don't waste it.
I will do my best.
Okay. All right. Well, that's where we're going to pick up right now. You all find yourselves once again in the cellar beneath the mansion. Currently, there are torches still illuminating the room. Obviously, you still have pretty good vision on everything, and there is an unconscious individual on the floor who is just completely knocked out at the moment. As you recalled, upon trying to leave the room to go back out, both the secret door in which you entered the room would not budge, as well as the trapdoor at the top of the stairs in this room as well. You would imagine probably by around this time, it's starting to get maybe a little late in the afternoon. You would guess the sun probably getting a little low outside, although no windows in here, so it's impossible to say, but you haven't been down here for that long, so I will pan the camera over to you all.
All right. First things first. We got a bit of a problem here. For the first problem, Aelin, you mind getting the door over there? I don't want to be snuck up on while we talk about this. Right over there, that one. Right over there. That way. That's the one.
Like,
right over there. Over on the wall over there.
I start walking over.
In real life.
Oh.
The brown door.
I was like, okay, I'm going to the
brass
door
handle.
that we're stuck, but okay.
All right, second thing.
It's quiet. Quiet on its hinges.
So, I can't get through here anymore. And I point towards the door that we came into the room. As I just finished trying to push it open, I think is where we stopped last time. Could one of y'all give it a shot?
I could attempt to blast. Is that what we're thinking?
No, I meant
That's a
like,
bit hardcore, Kugel.
Oh.
You can like.
I'll go over and try and give it a good budge.
Okay. Aelin is just the door lady tonight, huh?
I am.
It's her muscles' fault.
You're very adorable.
So strong. I need to get a soundboard. Yeah. Well, I've got one. I'm just not quick on it. All right. You walk over to the trap door, the secret door that you entered, through which is on your side. Actually, it's on both sides. Made of stone, so it's got some weight to it. It's got some heft to it, and when you go to push on it, you can tell that it's unlocked. You get maybe just at most a quarter of an inch of movement when you push it, but then it just stops.
Moved like a quarter inch, but I mean nothing.
Does it feel like you're hitting something, or does it feel like something's pushing against you?
I think it's hitting something, right?
Maybe give it a good old, maybe a big, shoulder check or something.
Does anyone want to come and shoulder check it with me? Maybe more weight than just me?
I mean, I can try.
I'll aid.
Oh, Kugel's got you.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Make an athletics check with advantage.
It's gonna be great.
23. I rolled the same thing.
Ooh,
Twice.
that's a big roll. That's a hot roll to start the night off.
Yeah, I got good shoulders to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the two of you sort of get your shoulders out in front of you and time it perfectly as you take about 3 steps forward and just ram your shoulder into it. You feel it move, but not enough to where it made any kind of reasonable. It was enough to inform you that it definitely seems like something has wedged this door shut.
Definitely seems like something's wedged this door shut.
Wow, funny you say that.
Is there echo in here?
So could someone else be out there that tried to trap us in here then?
Well, Buddy did say there were 8 of them.
Can we hear anything through the door?
Maybe the danger door's fake. I don't know.
On just an initial quick, listen, you don't hear anything shuffling around or anything like that out there. You can make a perception check if you'd like to.
Sure.
Give it a good listen.
A bug flies on my ear with a 1. With a 1. Yeah.
Now,
Great plan.
your tinnitus flares up a little
Perfect.
bit.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
All right. Well, I guess let's be thorough. Let me check one more thing, and then I think we may need to find another way out of here. I'll walk up to the door and kind of hold my glove up, sensing for any sort of magical aura or something, something not normal.
Sure. Make an Arcana check for me.
23.
23.
No magic emanating off of this door.
I don't sense nothing. There's something out there blocking us in, which means someone trapped us in here.
I want to try and use my thaumaturgy to get the door to open magically.
Can you do that?
Explain to me how that would.
You instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
Okay.
If it doesn't have a lock, I mean, theoretically, if
Sure.
there's just something
it
blocking
technically
it,
is
then
unlocked.
yeah. Not the danger door. Let me be very specific.
I know, not the danger door.
Okay.
The danger door's locked anyway. It's
Okay,
got
good.
a bar in front of it. Good. So how are you doing this when you cast it? Like, what do I see when I look at Aelin doing this?
Hadouken! Yeah, force push over
Yeah,
and over.
force push.
Force push.
You feel the door still kind of jolts a little bit, but it just seems like something is preventing this door from
Not gonna give it
from flying open.
What about the one up top?
Trapdoor.
You want to try that one?
Yeah.
I tried it a second ago, but feel free.
You do the same thing up
Yep.
there. Just
Yeah.
Yes.
you get a very similar reaction. It sounds a little different, like the sound of the door trying to open. It also is a bit different looking door than the other one, but
It's like an attic door.
yeah.
So Google is very unhappy with being locked into anything. He gets very agitated. And so he is kind of much like, look, guys, we may not have another option. We may have to deal with Danger Door.
It's danger door. It's danger door time.
Let's see one more
I'm
thing.
more surprised that if we were locked in here, really, and I started looking at the door and then the one going up the stairs there, the little hatch, that would mean that this guy's friends, and I'll look at the unconscious guy, heard this fighting, maybe a couple of them, and decided best cut our losses, trap them in here with us, and just bailed. That's my guess.
Maybe they'll come back later and see what's left.
Well, if they barricaded the doors, I reckon they're just trying to get out
Hoping.
and not be pursued.
Maybe they're hoping they finished us off.
That don't make much sense. They would trap their own people in here and be fine then. And then their friends would be messed up, right?
Friends.
There's
yes.
no
Oh,
honor.
that's right. They aren't really that friends
There's
with each other.
no honor among pirates. So
No.
Did we? I don't remember if we did this last time. Did we thoroughly search the whole open area? And I know Red and Aelin checked out that small room.
I don't believe, like, y'all went through and kind of tossed the foot lockers at the feet of the bed.
Yeah. We got a couple bucks.
But in terms of doing a thorough search, I don't believe you did.
Okay. I would very much like to get out of here, but I think we should do a thorough sweep before we just leave. What y'all think?
make
Sounds
it
good.
quick. And I'm kind of pacing around the table like a caged cougar right now, trying to find a space to get out.
Aelin, how many of them boxes over there did you get open near them bedrolls?
Got them all, right?
No,
2
I
or
didn't
3.
get all of them.
'Cause you
yeah.
broke the lock pick, right?
I remember that
Oh,
part.
yeah.
Sorry. Bad memories.
What kind of weapon you wielding again?
I have a mace.
Oh, why don't you just bash them open?
Well, I mean, I guess I could.
Or I can. I mean, it'll take me a minute, but again, that's your own fault. You quit working out so much.
I guess I'll take my mace over and try and.
While she's doing that, I want to just start patting the room, looking under tables and barrels. I'm looking for anything of value to take.
Okay. So you're like checking underneath the tables, underneath, like turning over barrels.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're just going footlocker to footlocker that you weren't able to open and just bashing them.
My friend asked me to do it. I'm a good friend.
Why don't you try bashing the locks first?
That's a good idea.
Not destroy what's in there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe something valuable's in there. I try and just destroy the lock first.
Okay.
You were gonna say, I just hit the
Priceless Fabergé
just
egg.
smash the shit.
I believe there were 4 that you weren't able. No, there were 5 you weren't able to open.
Sounds right. Yeah, I didn't have a great time.
Make 5 attack rolls for me.
Hell yeah.
You need to beat a 15 in order to not crush the chest.
First one was a 2.
Okay.
In case you broke one.
Oh, wait, attack roll.
Yeah,
What's
well-
my plussy? Unarmed? Would it be
You're
unarmed?
using your mace.
Oh, my mace. Okay. Oh, okay. 7.
Okay.
11.
You see Aelin walk up to the first one
21.
and completely just shatter the first footlocker, and then kind of shake it off and walk to the second one and completely bash in the second one.
21.
The third one, what do you do after the first 2
I'm
have
like,
just been completely bashed?
just literally shrug, and I'm like, I'll go back. I'll rummage through it in a minute.
Okay. The third one, you take a few extra moments to line up your swing. And when your mace falls, it just perfectly makes contact with that lock and just ping, knocks it off.
There we go. 1 for 3.
8.
Okay. You
One
got
for
a little
4.
cocky on the next one.
Happy
and
Gilmore did
completely
across the room.
crushed it.
21. No, 20. 20.
Yeah.
And you steal yourself and perfectly knock the last lock.
Okay. I start going through the remains.
Okay. Just, I guess, to sum it all up, you don't really find anything of, like any items of monetary value. But between the remaining 5 footlockers, regardless of whether you destroyed it or not, you managed to pilfer another 9 gold.
Nice.
Perfect.
Well,
Thanks.
that was worth it, I guess.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect, right? You don't smash locks open every day.
That's right. I'm new here.
Make an investigation check, please.
18.
Okay. As you are making your way around the room, checking under tables, moving chairs, looking under the beds, of course, the southern wall there that the beds are lined up along also has like some shelving around the side, so you're kind of looking up underneath the shelving, I'm assuming, and stuff as well. When you make it kind of closer to the very southwest corner there, where the shelves kind of meet the wall, you see another stone that looks a little more worn than the rest.
Guys, and I'll start peering at it a little closer.
Yeah, what's up?
I think I might have something here.
We got money over here.
Yeah, I give you 2 gold, and as I'm walking
Jackpot.
over, I give you 2 gold as I get over, and I'm like, oh, here's 2 gold. What are you talking about?
We got paid.
Thank you for the money, but that
That's gonna help us out.
there's another one of those stones that last time opened a door, but I don't know what this one will do. And I'll point towards a worn stone and say, that looks like it's been pressed or moved or something quite a bit. So I bet something's gonna happen if we mess with it.
It's on the wall.
It is, yes. I didn't put the southern wall on the model there for visual reasons.
Immersion ruin.
I'm the worst.
Well, yes, maybe, yes, and push it.
All right, well, just be at the ready. You never know. It may start raining spiders or something. Might be a trap thing. I don't know.
You can just kill me now if that
I
happens.
take like 2 steps back. I'm like, yeah, I'm at the ready.
If that happens, knock me out, and I don't want to know.
I will hold my shield up and just reach around to the brick and just kind of start fitting up, down, push, wobbling it around.
You get the sense pretty quickly that it is like a button that you can press.
Okay.
And when you apply, it doesn't take much pressure. It kind of sinks in to the rest of the wall. You hear a couple of clicks, and the door, a door opens before you. The shelves actually kind of move in with the wall, and there is a dimly lit, there's a couple of torches out there, hallway that immediately as you walk through the door turns to the left and heads that way.
Well, turns out it's a
Freedom!
passage.
Freedom! Freedom!
Well, maybe.
Kugal, are you ready? You just want to plow through?
Right behind him.
We still need to be cautious. You don't know what's around the corner, right? Aylin, can you do the let there be light thing? And
Oh. Gold light.
excellent. All right. How tight's the hallway? Is it 1 at a time or 2 by 2?
It's not quite wide enough to walk perfectly side by side, but you could pretty easily kind of like diagonally You don't have to be in a
Stagger.
line.
Stagger.
You don't have to be. Yes,
Okay.
thank you. God, it's in one of the names of our channel. I couldn't even think of it. I quit. Should I quit now? We should shut the channel down, right?
We're going to YouTube right now.
All right, are you guys ready? Move on.
Ready.
Anything else here? No.
What are we gonna do
Go.
with Joe Schmo back there? Just leave him down
He's
here?
fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he'll. You know.
He's tied up and has
Maybe
no
we should
shoes.
read about how to torture someone, right?
there's
How
probably
to
a
properly
book on
good
that.
cop, bad
yeah.
cop. Huh.
Yeah. Instead of just reading stories
Failed
of people
both.
torturing them, we should read how to torture.
All right,
In
well,
this campaign,
How do I emotionally manipulate someone into telling me what I want to
Yeah.
know?
Is that book at the store?
Right.
I'm gonna start moving down the hallway now.
See, we're all happy now. We're leaving.
And can I I want to be walking very cautiously down this hallway because we're in unexplored territory again. I don't know how to word this, but I want to have my shield up and looking around, like almost like I got the dodge action just ready. So if something just shoots at me, or
like
something.
taking like a defensive stance.
Yes.
Okay.
Since I think there might be people out there that lock us in.
Okay.
I also have my shield kind of out now. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea.
When you enter the hallway and it turns to the left, you see that it quickly turns from actual stonework to just kind of rough-hewn stone, like it was just carved out of the rock wall itself. It looks like this hallway goes down about another 20 feet from where you are, and there are stairs, again, just rough-hewn, carved into the earth itself, that descend along that 20-foot hallway down.
They go down.
At the end of that hallway, it dead ends, and you see it continues to the right.
Oh, I do not know where we're going. And y'all got a... Anyone?
We don't either.
I think I asked y'all before. No one here's good with maps, right? Or mapping layouts, mazes? No.
This house was kind of cliffed, right? On the edge of a
Yeah,
cliff.
you did make your way up kind of a stony mountainous path that kind of wound its way up to the mansion.
Kind of whispered, like, we're probably headed out the back door,
Oh.
deeper into the cliff.
Well, good. This is a good way then. And I keep moving forward.
Okay. When you make it to the end of the hallway, you see it turns to the right, and you're now looking more south. What little amount of actual crafted stone is now completely gone, and you are staring at just a legitimately natural cave system at this point. There are no sources of light down here, short of the light emanating from Aelin, which goes out how far? Is that 30 feet?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Object sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay. So you can see fairly well, about 20 feet or so out. There are the path splits, it diverges. To the right, you can see a short hallway that opens up into what looks like a bit of a larger cavern. And to the left of you, you see the cave system, the tunnel, in a sense, sort of continues down, almost like a hallway to the left, where you can see that again, probably another 25 feet. It splits into two directions again.
Oh, right. So this isn't a direct back door out. There's an entire network of caves down here. I don't know which way to go. I'm gonna go left.
So we were going left earlier, and I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what. Actually, just so we can be absolutely clear, Because I look at the ceiling for a moment and then look towards where it opens up a bit into a large room that I can't see anything because it's too far away. It's too dark.
Who's stealthiest that may want to kind of look a little further down the hall for a second, just to...
I think him. I was gonna lob a little lit up pebble down there too, just so if there's bats or something, I'll fan out at that point maybe or something.
Okay.
I'm the quietest because they have the lightest on.
Okay.
That's true. You aren't wearing any armor. That's crazy, man.
That's my cool black and yellow robes.
How flowy. Okay. Just a thought in case somebody wanted to quietly sneak ahead, just to take a quick peek to come back before we have a whole tromping group.
Can you see in the dark, Red?
Yes, I can see in the dark, but
Oh.
this is like dark. I need like just a little bit of light.
You want me to lob a bead of light in there?
See, I look around for like a stone on the ground, like a rock.
You can find a few. Sure.
How many of those lights can you do?
I mean, if I do it on yours, then I stop it on me.
He's got the light up hammer. Click, click.
Oh, just click this rock.
Oh, it's more to that, Red. It's a process. And I'll take the pebble from him. I'll hold it up real close and take my hammer.
Tip, tip.
And it starts.
That's what I
glowing.
thought.
It's like a whole process. Hand it back to him. Now, it's not super bright. It's only like a 5-foot radius.
Yeah, but this is enough to like get some light in the area.
It's like a candle almost.
Yeah, it's like a candle.
Right.
This is good for me. All right, I will go quietly to the right. We're going to the right. Big cavern. Yes. No,
Where are we going?
yes.
We're not going
Look,
to the left.
Or to
He's
the
taking a
left.
peek in the big cabin
Big
first.
cavern.
Because that's a windy road over there, and I point left where it kind of bends around.
All right, so I will. All right, so it's to the right. Is a big cavern. So, but we come to a fork, right? So it's like there's a split between
Yeah,
the
so
hallway and then the cavern.
Yeah, as soon as you exit like the hallway where you descended from the staircase, looking left, there's like a hallway that continues down and eventually splits off again.
Yeah.
To the right, there's probably only about a 10-foot hallway, but you can see from her light that it looks to open up into a larger cavern.
Alright, so I'll go towards the cavern hallway to the left side. I want to like hug up against it and then like feel for the cavern to like open and then go that way.
Okay, so you're going to the right essentially.
Yeah,
but
right,
staying on the left.
Staying on the left side.
Okay, gotcha. So you move up against the wall, and when you touch the wall, you can feel it's almost like a little slimy, not in like a gross, sticky sense. It's just everything down here seems moist.
It's just cavey.
When you're walking along the ground, you can feel your feet kind of sink into the earth a little bit. It's not just completely solid rock, and you can kind of hear a bit of a squishing noise almost when you're walking. So everything is just a little
Great time.
damp all the way through. You find a spot on the wall that sort of, kind of takes a turn in. And from Aylin's light, still standing near the staircase, and your candle, your rock, your Randall, this naturally formed cave it sort of opens up into a wider room, and you're standing what you would assume to be kind of the threshold that eventually just kind of leads into it. You haven't truly walked all the way in yet.
I'll send a message back to. I'll send a message to Aelin. Be like, it's gross and sticky and it sucks. And then I'll kind of
Can you
like.
hear me? That sounds terrible.
I
This
did.
is weird.
He's only about 15 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
You guys, you can talk in your brain.
He did that to me too. It was weird. He's doing it to you?
He just did. He said that
Is she
it's
considered
gross.
a creature?
Yes.
I can do do it too.
Y'all are so weird.
Or coverts.
Wow.
I'll kind of round the corner and go into the cave.
Okay.
See if my eyes will adjust even more and can see what's going on
Yeah.
with my rock light.
So like now that you're in there, with the very limited amount of light you have, it's still kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on in here. You do see that there doesn't look to be any kind of man-made evidence of anything man-made in this room. Everything looks completely naturally formed. You can't quite see far enough to where there is like a wall. Like you don't see a wall or an end to this room. It kind of just fades to black a bit. But every now and again, just from the way Aelin is standing and occasionally kind of moving around, and then the occasional way that the light from your Randall is emanating, so on the wall directly next to you, with it being sort of damp, a little wet, you kind of get a couple of glints of like reflection off of that dampness, off of the moisture, and you think you can kind of see a few of those same types of reflections, probably another 15 or so feet further into the room in some areas.
I want to crouch down and just like listen, just like hold my breath. Like,
Okay, make a perception check.
oh yeah, I'm gonna use my new dice.
So tiny.
Well,
So huge.
yes.
You hear just the low, kind of droning hum of, almost just like the ambient sound of a deep cave system. You get the occasional, almost audible sound of maybe some kind of dripping or water, something like that, but beyond that,
Or Aelin's stomach's growling.
could be.
Send a message back. Aelin, I'm gonna throw some light in here, but it's gonna blow my cover. So if something happens, go come running. End of message. Alright, I'm gonna kind of back up against the wall. And I'm gonna crouch to make myself real small. And I'm gonna just throw out a ray of frost out into the dark.
Just
It's blue-white light for the descriptions.
okay. So
At
you
least to 60 feet.
Okay, so you see just a quick, bright flash of this bluish white light that just streaks across the room, and in that brief moment, you don't see any other creatures or anything in the room. It looks pretty empty. As your ray eventually does find itself crashing into a wall about 15, 20 feet away.
Oh, wow.
You do quickly glimpse what looks to be a hallway continuing a bit further south at the kind of southern side of this room.
I'll send back my findings. There's not much. It's little. It's a small cavern, but there's another hallway.
There's just more down there. Do we keep going?
Well, hey, if you have to keep going, I don't want to go too far. You also want to go left, stick with what our left thing was? Google.
I count to 20.
I'm indifferent.
I think we might go back.
But-
Can you hear me? I don't know if I responded or not.
I don't want to go further into the natural cave system. You wouldn't think that would be Google wouldn't think that would be like a way out. Like find the hallway, find the exit.
All right. I suppose left it is then.
Message. Did you figure out what to do?
We're gonna go left. Please return
I'm
to
coming
your
back.
original board.
Oh, walk back.
I will tap my hammer as I hear him coming back to undo a little bead, a little pebble of light.
Your Randall loses its luster.
I'll just...
And I will say, well, Kugal, I think, has the right idea. Hallways may lead to exit, big open rooms, caverns. We don't want more of that. We're ready to get out of here, right?
You don't know what you're
Well,
going
there
to
was
find
a
down
little hallway that way.
We may end up doubling back, but I guess we'll find out. And I'll turn to the left and just start walking.
Okay.
Shield up.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. What is the marching order here that we're working with?
I'm
I
in
don't
front.
mind. I don't mind to be second, third, or fourth. So if you guys have a preference.
The tunnels here are a bit more narrow than the staircase that you came down. Not by a lot, but it is definitely marching in a line as opposed to spread out.
Are we looking more natural at this point?
It is, yeah.
I'll be in the back since I can kind of see.
I'll be second then.
It's a tight hallway. Just keep an eye on your sides. God, I hate bugs.
And I'm better when I'm behind everybody.
I'm gonna stop in the hallway, just for a moment. Say, actually, give me a moment. I'm safe and sorry. And I'm gonna pop out one of my vials from my glove and twist it. Now the little needle comes out, and I'm gonna stab it into my
drug
thigh.
time.
It's drug time.
As I cast Cure Wounds again on myself.
What did he just do to himself?
Drugs, man. I don't know.
Ooh, that's more than enough I need. I'm healed for 9, but I only needed 8. It is not. You know what? Sure, it is drugs. Drugs can help people. So yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's drugs.
It's insert current year in D&D, and we don't judge people for stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're right.
After
What year is it in D&D?
It is 15. Actually, I have the answer to that here.
Assume we wouldn't.
1592.
Sounds nice.
I'll continue down the hallway.
Colton sell the sea so blue. Turn it into a Columbus.
I know
quote or
plenty
something.
of chanties if you want.
I would have. I've
Yes,
got it here
yes.
somewhere, but
That's okay.
yeah. So you stab yourself with drugs, and then what?
Continue on the hallway.
All right, we're continuing on the hallway.
With renewed
With
life
vigor.
force.
You got any more?
I want to toss that vial aside, and then it slaps on the ground, then disintegrates.
You don't need. Oh,
You got any more than drugs?
I got one more.
how'd you
though.
do that? And why did it
I just got one.
You know, I would be actually fascinated to talk about that as I turn around and look at him. But I am not a fan of tight hallways and natural caves. So once we get out of here, we can talk about it, Red. We'll have a drink over it.
Okay.
And I'll press on.
Okay.
It's gonna be in that drug math book.
So it is Colt, and then Aelin, and then Kugal, and then
Redamir.
Redamir. You press on down the hallway. It's not a perfectly straight line. It sort of makes a turn almost to the left a little bit. You go about 20 feet or so, and you see once again the path splits to the left and one to the right. One thing to note about the path to the left is across this 5-foot hallway here is what looks to be a pretty sturdy iron barred door.
Door?
Yes. It's like a gate almost.
Oh.
Like a wrought iron door. With a just like the biggest padlock you've ever seen hanging off of it.
Huh. And that's to the left?
It is to the left.
Okay. Well, there's a big old door here with a padlock about as big as my head. I don't know how to open it. Anyone got a key of some sort that may have pilfered at some point?
Oh yeah. No.
No keys?
No.
Did I find a key anywhere?
I'll grab the padlock and kind of give it a little rattle.
Okay. So
In my box, there wasn't a key, right? I have written down JD, give details later.
That was about, you wanted to learn more about the lantern. About
the signaling
the
system?
signaling
Okay.
system, yeah. Spoiler alert, she never asked me about it.
No.
I didn't.
As you so again, the hallway kind of makes this curve to the left. When you proceed forward, you see the hallway, the alternate route. You could go to the right, and it just is a straight shot, still rough-hewn cavern walls to the south that just goes until you can't see anymore. You make it around the bend, and you get a good look at the iron door that's there, and it's like bars, so you can see through it.
Yeah.
What's your armor class?
I'm a 17.
Okay. You hear a.
Oh wait,
you
no!
feel-
The defensive action.
You feel a pressure in your chest. And before the pain really sets in, you look down, and once again, an arrow is sticking out of your body.
Jeez.
And it looks like it came from the direction of the iron doors. And I need everybody to go ahead, and we're going to roll initiative because we are, once again, in combat here.
We fighting a door.
How much damage did I take from an arrow?
I haven't rolled damage yet, so I'm going to find out. I didn't want y'all to see me rolling and get all sketchy. Fun DM fact for this group is if you want to lure anybody into anything in this group, you just put it on the left side of the room. I'm going to need a couple minutes.
A couple minutes.
Yes. So take your time. Go rolling.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Going to the car.
I'm going to the car.
Oh.
Will somebody do me a favor and actually, will you hand me this? I need to grab your miniatures though.
I'll get a refill on Gardettos. Buy them at your local convenience store.
Thank you.
This episode brought to you by Garden. Not really.
Not to be shamed by Kirkland's mixed nuts.
This episode not brought to you by
Jonathan, you need
Kirkland.
help?
No.
Costco for the win.
I'm getting tired of getting shot.
May require sponsorships.
All right. So while DM's gone, let's talk for a minute. So
Oh boy. We need to start going right.
we're in a tight hallway. There is a locked gate in front of us. None of us have the power to pick it, and I just got shot from it. The implication is
Someone down that hallway.
indeed. So it's a let's take turns shooting battle or leave battle. And I'm not going anytime soon.
You're just sticking here, so we gotta shoot through the
He
thing.
stepped in poo.
I'm taking it back from my shot. Now I think I got a 2. Yeah, I have a 2 on this initiative. He did say it's a 5-foot hallway, right?
Well, that's when he gets back. I want to see if our rod iron is right there on the left. Is this like the split, like a straight 90-degree back, or are we just like around the corner and we're still kind of in the line of sight?
Well, I guess we're about to see when he's bringing in whatever he's bringing in.
Somebody open the gate for me.
Aylin's got it. Fits the door.
Door between the doors.
The door master.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out.
Yeah, get that dog.
Oh no!
You failed one doggy.
Thanks for coming.
Oh boy.
Go back that way. That is a big mat. Oh, let's go, Red. Nice and gentle.
Yep. Good save. Going down.
Oh boy!
Oh lord. We didn't find the boat.
What the?
I haven't seen any boat.
I don't know about. I just know that gate.
Let me fix my travel damage here.
You've got a loose corner on your cave over there.
This looks great.
It's kind of like actually. Y'all don't see the rest of this. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool. Miniatures bits.
Where are we at?
Other side of the gate. But we don't know any of this is back here, of course.
I was third back.
Okay. Thank you, my wonderful, wonderful cleric wife. As it stands, you. Can we? No, actually, this is actually good. As it stands, you currently don't see where this arrow came from. I mean, you know the direction it came from, obviously, from the way it's sticking out of you. But you don't see what it came from. And you are going to take 4 piercing damage. Kugal, what is your initiative?
18.
Cool. Red.
16.
Aelin.
12.
And Colt.
2.
We're all even.
Red, is your health accurate in D&D Beyond?
Yes.
It's concerning that you asked that.
Ask what? Let me pull the battle map up here. Bam! And you're on close-up cam duty if you want.
The action is right here.
Hey, that was good. I'll say that was the surprise round there. So we'll come to the top of the round. Kugal, you are first up. You're probably actually still about. I'm not back y'all up just a hair, because you did not quite make it to the door when that arrow hits you. So you're probably about a little over 5 to 10, maybe between 5 and 10 feet away from the door still.
So we came in through the little blank spot that you see there.
So this is kind of where that hallway spills out, or the staircase that kind of comes down and spills out.
Got it. Seeing no combatants, I hear Colt take a hit and make a grunt. I would kind of reach up and see if I can grab him by the shoulder and say, like, back up, and see if I can kind of pull him backwards, kind of towards the hall where we came from.
Okay. So you're kind of like grabbing onto the back of his.
Yeah, I'll just take him by the shoulders and yank him back out of the way as best I can, because we don't see where the attack. I don't see where the attack has come from.
Correct.
I don't have anything to blast at or swing at. I'll just see if I can pull him back, forcefully first, and assess his wound.
Okay. Colt, are you resisting this?
When I grab, no, I'm like, God damn it, as I start to try to grab the arrow, I would not expect from behind me something to start pulling me, so I would stumble with it.
Okay. So you find it pretty easy to grab onto a piece of his armor and pull him back right to you. Mm-hmm. And then after you've got him there, and you're kind of looking at it, you can see the arrow kind of sticking out from his front left side. Mm-hmm. As I think you said you were in the process of
Trying to pull it out.
Okay. You say anything else, or
Would a medicine check help or anything
So
that I
your
got to do
action
with that?
was more kind of
Just to
pulling
grab
him
him,
back
yeah.
a little bit.
Okay. That's about as far as I can think to do
Okay.
in the moment because we don't know what's going on just yet. So
Sure.
I will end there.
You hear a sound from down the hallway, like a bit of a almost like the sound of something like a string stretching, like a bowstring, and a click, and then you hear like a mechanism release, like a trigger is pulled, and you see another arrow flying out of the darkness from beyond that gate there, but this one flies a little wide, but only because you were pulled back. So it
Fortunate.
flies right through the space where
Got
you were
you,
currently
homie.
occupying and splinters against the wall. Red.
All right, what are we doing? Break the lock? Shoot the lock? What do you mean? What? No, no. I can't see anything from the gate. Like, I just see this big ass lock. And then it's just,
So
like, shit's
you
happening.
see let me pull up my map here. You see the gate pretty well and the lock pretty well, and maybe about 5 feet beyond it fairly well, but after that it sort of dims back into darkness.
I'm going to keep panic asking, but then I'm going to use my bonus action and convert my 2 sorcery points into a spell slot.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
More. And then should have kept that rock. I could have thrown it through here, but it was dim anyways. I don't know. I'll just. No, I can't even target these. These have to. A lock is not a creature.
Lock is not a creature.
I'll just kind of back up against the wall in my
Kinda
turn, waiting for suggestions.
Trying to
on what
take
do.
cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Aelin.
I'm going to walk to my left to kind of hide behind the little stalactite. What is that? Stalagmite. So I'm gonna crouch down with my shield in front of me, hand at the ready, to cast Sacred Flame once when someone comes out of hiding. So in my mind, since I'm crouched, they hopefully can't shoot me because the stalagmite is kind of blocking me.
Yeah, I would say you probably have a good half cover,
Okay.
which gives you a bonus to your armor.
So once when I see a person, creature, whatever is assaulting my friends, I'll do Sacred Flame, but for now I will hold my action.
Okay.
But I'm in it. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm covered. Peek.
Cool.
I am going to run up to this door, and while I'm running up, I'm just glancing left and right. I'm assuming that there's a small rock or something nearby, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've unsheathed my hammer. I'll look at that rock, and I'll go ahead and hit it, so it just lights up again as I
Okay.
use it. And then I'll look through the cage, or look through the iron gate. Is that padlock? Is it locked? Is it actually like closed?
It looks like it's closed.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna crouch down, holding my shield up, and I'm gonna shout. I don't want to let him know that we can't get through. I'm actually not gonna say nothing to him. I'm gonna say to my team, when I lob this light through, whatever you see, light it up. And I'm going to hold my shield up at that point,
Okay. So you run up, you light up a rock.
which is my action, I think. Yeah.
Yes. And so the rock is just kind of sitting there on the ground.
Unless I can bonus action lob it. Otherwise, it's gonna be sitting there for a turn.
Are you wanting to? Let me ask you this: is the purpose of lobbing it to like hook it, or just like a quick little you throwing a Pokeball or you throwing a baseball?
I'm throwing a Pokeball. I want to throw it in further than I can see, just where it lights up a little more.
I'd say you could do a bonus action with that. Make a... Let's call this...
Thanks for your sub, Zyla Eclipse. We appreciate that.
Hey!
Good Twitch chat.
That is good Twitch chat. Yeah, she's like the door lady. She's the Twitch lady.
You know I'm here.
Future YouTube lady.
Make...
All right.
I'll tell you what, since this is pretty much just kind of arranged, I'm assuming you're trying to throw it between the bars.
Yes.
Make a ranged attack, which would essentially be a dexterity check.
Do I you still don't add any attack things to it?
Since you're not attacking something with it, technically, no. So it'd just be your a d20 plus your dex modifier.
Okay. 15.
Okay. As you crouch down and grab this glowing rock and go to chunk it through these, or toss it rather through these iron bars, it just feels like it doesn't come off the tips of your fingers the right way, and you see it hurl straight into one of those iron bars and pass through it.
Oh, shit. Why are you toying with me?
As though it wasn't there,
So the bars aren't there.
and bounce a couple of times and stop on the floor, at which point you see illuminated now a person standing there with a small crossbow, currently in the process of reloading it.
Since I can see them, can I do my action that I was holding now?
Wait.
Oh.
Free action.
What are you trying to do?
Bars are an illusion.
That's fair.
Okay. Would I still have some movement?
You still have some movement. I think you only moved up, 10 feet?
Yes.
Yeah. So you still have another 20 feet of movement.
Is he 20 feet out? 15.
Yeah, he's right there at that threshold. You could get within striking range. You all see, Colt get up and yell, "The bars are fake," and proceed to run directly at them with no intention of stopping, and passes right through them. And when he does, they sort of shimmer and disappear.
Illusion.
End of my turn.
Okay.
Now she can do the trigger.
Sacred Flame.
Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Dex saving throw,
Dex
please.
saving throw? Okay. That is a 21.
Wow.
Wow.
Dancing while we load.
Just kidding.
They're
Nothing.
very nimble.
Yeah.
Okay, Kugal.
She's like, I hate being fooled, and I come. I would like to run into the room, more to the right side of where Colt is headed, and 10 feet behind him.
10, about 10 feet behind him right there.
Yeah, get that
And
cam in there.
I'll lob an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
See if I can give him what, 4? 3 and a 5, so 8.
With an 8, he sees you kind of winding up for it, just as he saw Aelin start to, kind of make this radiant, shimmering energy with her hands, and just dodges out of the way.
We don't see anything new. Anybody else
Not
around the
currently.
corners or anything else? Okay, so just kind of focus. I'll just end it there. I can't think of anything else to do.
Okay. That's going to bring us to this person, with you right in their face. They are going to, so they've kind of dodged out of the way of a couple things, and it looks like this little crossbow they have is almost on like a like a strap, so they drop it, and it sort of falls to their side, and they quickly pull out looks like some sort of short sword, and goes to try and slash at you, Colt. That is a 18 to hit.
I barely don't block it.
You barely don't block it? Okay. You manage to kind of move in a way where it sort of glints off of you. Definitely far from what it could have done. You take 3 piercing damage.
I'm okay. I can take this. I'm good.
And then he is going to try and turn. He's going to try to take a couple steps back from you, so you will get an attack of opportunity. And you see him start to try and run. So go ahead and make your attack of opportunity.
Hammer bash.
James, will you move me to where I was going to be? Behind this stalagmite?
Always getting knocked.
I did move my physical.
18.
That definitely hits.
So like.
Yep, that's where I was hiding. That was crouched, but
Ooh, finally.
What
That
bolts?
is 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You clock this dude pretty good as he goes to leave, right in his ribs, and you just hear him kind of cough as you make contact there. But he does disappear into a hallway or some kind of room or opening behind him. Red.
I'm gonna come down the hallway my full 30 feet.
Okay.
Try and bob and weave as best as I can.
Okay. You find yourself right up next to Colt.
Oh, look around. I see anybody?
You see where the hallway continues to split down to the right, and you see the direction in which Homie turned and ran into the darkened room ahead.
But yeah, nobody's out here. I don't see anybody.
Not
I don't see anybody.
Not that you can see. No.
I'll for the rest of this round, if I see somebody, I'm gonna throw a ray of frost at them. If somebody pops out in front of my face
Okay.
before the rotation, end of turn.
Okay. Aelin.
don't
I
see
would
anyone.
like to go 30 feet into the room and see if I can see them.
That's the spirit. Pursuit.
No.
Since moving through them was
Bubble.
like a difficult terrain, you do make it into the opening of this room. I don't believe you have dark vision, correct?
I'm lit up, baby.
For 30 feet? 20 feet?
20 feet bright, additional 20 feet dim.
Okay. Looking into the room, you can see the full length of this room. It's so this cavern, very similar to the passage that led into it. Not very well lit. There are a couple torches on the sides that do allow you to see a little bit in here. You see multiple bolts of cloth stacked against the wall to your left. To your right are multiple casks of something that they look like they're actually organized, kind of neatly in a row. The most notable thing that you see after entering this room are 2 more individuals who come out from the sides. One, a somewhat towering humanoid type creature, probably the better part of 6'2", 6'3",
Big boy.
in some pretty, what looks like heavy chainmail armor, red skin, long hair, holding a long sword. You can see some kind of bow on his back. You know this to be some kind of hobgoblin, along with another similarly clad humanoid on the other side of the opening. They're not directly in your face right now, but they are absolutely there. And you also see kind of behind these silken blocks the injured humanoid that has that look like crossbow. What would you like to do?
You're just outside of what I want to do. So, in that case, I can't move anymore. I'm at my capacity for movement.
You are at your maximum, unless you, because I don't think you took an action yet. So you could technically dash as your action and get an additional 30 feet of movement. But that would be your action.
I'm very conflicted. I will stay where I'm at, and I will cast Sacred Flame on the guy who's just in front of me, the green-looking guy.
Okay. Dex save?
Yep.
That's going to be a fail. For sure.
Perfect. Takes 8 radiant damage.
Ooh. You see this radiant fire envelop them kind of quickly and leave behind these kind of scarred, charry marks on their flesh. You hear them let out a pretty decent scream in pain. They're still standing. They definitely look mortally wounded.
I'm just ready. Ready.
Okay, Colt.
I will move up with Aelin. Yeah, she's moved this way. And, see, there's a few people in here now. Hey, that guy looking decked?
He looks a bit decked.
What about that guy there?
He looks about the same as the original one.
Getting decked guy's face. As I'm approaching him, I'm just kind of saying this to no one in particular. I've said, I am getting real tired of getting shot from the darkness as I take my hammer. And you see me kind of just do a quick shake motion with it. It almost sounds like you hear metal cocking slightly. It's enveloped in thunderous energy. As I cast Booming Blade on it.
Okay.
And go to swing at this guy.
Okay.
That is an 11.
An 11 is going to miss, as although he looks pretty decked and his armor, you can get a pretty good look at it now, is some sort of chainmail, chain-linked armor. He moves surprisingly swiftly and dodges out of the way of your attack.
I think that's all I can do. Is that all I can do? Yeah, that's an action too. That's all I can do. I stand there with my thunderous hammer, angry that I missed, ready to swing again.
Okay. Kugo.
Even if I was to move forward, is there they're both kind of in the doorway there?
Yes, they're kind of flanking either side of the doorway.
Okay.
Of course, you can only really see one of them.
Well, we're talking about my companions, so Aelin and
yeah,
Colt
so you
right
see
there.
Aelin and Colt.
I'm concerned about if I was to lob something to not hit one of the two.
Sure.
If they were kind of in.
They would definitely be a tricky shot.
Got it. I'm not prepared to do that yet. I will move further up to where kind of like the path starts to kind of curve around, more behind Aelin, and I'm going to armor myself with the help of Agathis.
Okay.
Because otherwise I think I've got a hard time of trying to take a shot at somebody else without hurting one of them. So my spectral armor is going, or frost armor is going to take over. So
Okay.
5 temporary hit points, and
Yeah, you see your skin almost get this frost, this layer of permafrost or something that just sort of expands across your body. Still completely able to move and manipulate your weapons, but you feel a little bit hardier.
I do have a bonus action where I could potentially cast Hex on one of them. Can I see probably crossbow guy who's kind of up top there?
From where you're standing, are you?
Well, I moved up further to kind of around the corner, so I was behind Aelin there.
Okay.
You got my back.
You would be able to see all 3 of the humanoid creatures that are engaged with.
So within 90 feet, I should be able to hex somebody, which would potentially give me extra necrotic damage, and I would give him disadvantage on dexterity.
Okay. Which one are you going to try to...
The guy we see here with the crossbow, the one who's a little...
The same one that was like running from you? Or the
one who's further away, if that's him.
That one seems to be the
big
one that's
boy.
injured. Yeah.
So I will hex his dex.
Okay. Does that just happen? Do I make a roll?
Sorry, it looks like it just happens. You place a curse on the creature that you can see within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit with an attack. Also, give him disadvantage on an ability checks made within a chosen ability.
Yeah, hexed.
Oh!
He's dead.
Yes,
Got him.
Critical. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was clicking my armor at Agathis, I accidentally cast it twice, and so I need to see if I can undo.
End of
Got it.
turn, or is there?
No, that's action and bonus.
Okay.
And movement, so I will stop there.
All right. That brings us to our hobgoblin, who looks down at you after sort of dodging out of the way of your attack. Kind of gives you a little like grunt and a little smirk, almost, and grips the longsword he's got in his hand and is going to take a swing at you. It's a 15 plus 3, 18.
It's me, barely. Just sneaking past my shield.
You are able to get out of the way a little bit, and you take another 3 points of slashing damage as it sort of glances off your armor a bit. But that looked like a heavy boy swing that you were able to get around. That brings us to the one that you chased in here, who has now reloaded and is going to take a shot at you, Aelin.
Now, is that the one that's directly in front of me, or the guy that's hexed?
The guy that's hexed. And with Hex, do they have disadvantage on attack rolls?
No, just on what
Ability
I
checks.
hexed them for, which was Dex. And it's got to be an ability check.
Okay.
A Dex check.
That is a plus. That's a 16 to hit.
You barely got me.
Okay. Because I heard you say a Dex save on a thing earlier, that's why.
That's going to be 7 piercing damage as they find a kind of a weak spot
I am looking really rough.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
That's going to bring us to the other bandit here who is going to try and take a swing at you with their short sword.
Okay. I can go in my bag of holding and get a ponytail holder.
Getting serious.
That is a 19.
You got me. It's been real, you guys.
And hits you for 3 damage.
I'm down.
Oh.
It's exactly what I had.
There you go.
You see a little bit of a spark of confidence.
I can't do a reaction if I'm dead, right?
You cannot. Red.
I'm gonna come forward and kind of slide in besides Google and behind Colt over there.
Yeah, top
I'm like kind of like here.
Okay.
He's Spider-Man.
Only temporarily.
Okay.
It's enough to. So I want to come up and cast Chaos Bolt. So this is like Colt's head. I want to like cast it like to his side to like get right past him. That's my intention. Come
Okay.
up, do this,
Okay.
run away.
Okay.
So let me do my. Oh yeah, 24. The Chaos Bolt.
That hits.
Alright, so let's see. Oh shit, that jumped out.
Tiny dice over
I
here.
know, they're crazy.
They're adorable.
6.
What is this, D&D for ants?
Yes, it is.
Cinder for those who can't roll good.
Please obliterate
We're
this
gonna
guy.
do the same. Ooh, that was nice. Let's do thunder damage.
Thunder.
So they got 14 thunder damage and then 6 just damage on top of that.
Whoa.
Hey.
20, cool. And then I'll run away.
And that was to Mr. Hobgoblin there?
Yeah, this guy right next to Colt's face.
Thunder
Okay.
right past my head.
You hear
It's got eardrum string.
and you thought your tinnitus was bad before. This is not doing it any favors. But as Red runs up and unleashes this magic out of his hands, you actually experience it. You experience the force of it more so than the sound. And your vision almost blurs a little bit from the way that this sort of travels through the air. And when it makes contact with this hobgoblin, it actually completely caves in his armor at first.
Damn.
Then you see almost instantaneously, like a reverberation of just thunderous energy. You hear a boom, and you see the chainmail armor around that's on this hobgoblin just sort of explode out.
Ooh,
And
you're
the light in this guy's eyes completely leaves, and he falls over with that same smirk that was on his face when he was swinging at you.
We got him, guys.
Which one of y'all did that?
End of turn.
That was a big boy
That's
attack
great.
right there,
That
man.
was awesome.
Yeah, I kind of turned like, holy.
Yeah, it was a 6, a 6, and an 8. Those are hella good rolls.
Oh man.
End of turn. And
Okay. Well,
Safely
he
back.
is out. Aelin, I need you to make our campaign's first death saving throw.
5 sessions.
Hit the flow.
5.
That is going to be 1 failure.
Wait, are we doing the secret roll thing? Or are we...
You know what? I actually forgot about it. We can maybe going forward. We'll talk about it after.
So I just need to do this number and record it.
Well, I think does she roll or do you roll?
You would still roll, but
You don't get
I
to
go
tell
over
me.
there.
yeah.
Okay.
You have to wink the number of times you get
Yeah.
Give us a happy or a sad expression.
We can't look.
Like once for success, 2 for fail. Maybe we get our own box of doom and roll in that, and that can be the death save roll. I'm what is it? Copying them flattery, something about flattery, and it's the best form of something. I don't know words right now.
Imitation is the
best form of flattery.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Colt.
I kind of shaking my head and regaining my ability of sound.
Yeah.
I heard armor hit the ground right behind me as well. As I'll turn and glance and see Aelin laying there, and then I will sheath my hammer, take my shield hand, and just with the free part of it, just undo one of those little vials again, twist it, needle comes out, and I stab a vulnerable part of her
Throat's
leg.
time.
As it has cure wounds on it.
Heck yeah.
She's gonna heal for 7.
Woo! I'm alive!
None of the vials in my gauntlets are glowing anymore.
Is she still on the ground?
Is Aelin still on the ground?
Yes.
Yes, she would
Okay.
still be on the ground.
Okay. We're just standing her.
You're
just
standing
for
around.
the sake that she is
We're-
conscious. Got it.
Dosey didn't.
As soon as I see her open her eyes, I'll say, "All right, Aelin, on your feet. We're not quite done yet." And I'll start moving towards the back of the room, holding my shield up and just yelling, "Hey, eyes on me! Over here! Getting close! It's dangerous!" Just trying to get their attention as I'm moving in the room.
Okay.
Which one hit you? The guy that he knocked down.
The big boy, I think. Well, they both did actually. They both
Yeah,
did.
they
Okay.
both did.
That's the end of my turn.
It was a 1-2 knockout.
Kugal brings us to you.
I am very angry that she was hit and dropped. I'll go a little further into the room to kind of spread us out a little bit. Just stand me over the hobgoblin who's down now. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the fill out hexed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or not. So yeah, that was a 1.
Nat one.
Yeah. My leg gets caught in his armor, and I don't know. I fall down or
You're
something.
okay.
Yeah.
You're okay right now. I'm not gonna think of something shitty to do to you just for the sake of doing something shitty to
If
you.
I ran the game, I totally. I was blinded by rage and totally fired in the wrong direction or something like that. I've already moved and I made a shot and it was bad. Can I at least like chuck a dagger at him?
Your Eldritch Blast, I believe, is your
That is considered the action. You're
yeah.
right. Okay.
End of turn.
Yeah, I'll just sit there.
Okay. That brings us to that same bandit there,
The jerk.
who's going to try and return fire on you.
He trips.
17.
It does hit.
Don't pierce the ice.
2 piercing damage
Good at it.
as this arrow does find its mark, but sort of glances off of your icy hide.
It's a shame that wasn't a melee hit.
That is the end of its turn. You, Colt and Kulon,
So,
both of you hear the sounds of movement behind you.
Oh boy.
And 2 more.
Good lord.
Individuals pop up there. Redimir, you believe you hear the sound of footsteps in the hallway to your right.
Aye.
Red, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna come in. There's more on the way, and then I'm gonna say, "You're still on the ground, right?" All right, Aelin, stay down, and then I'm gonna
I was cured, but okay.
stay on the ground. I'm gonna put my hands out. I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna shoot off some burning hands at these guys. I think they're both within 15 feet of me. Kind of
Yeah, nice little
mark.
15 cone.
Yeah.
Little conage
Yeah.
action, so they need to make dex saves.
Yes.
Which that one has disadvantage.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, they did the same. Oh, she's on damage.
Yeah, because they get half.
Yeah.
If they,
So the disadvantage definitely helped there. So that is a 9 for the hexed one. For the non-hexed one is a nat 1. So both failed.
wasn't as impressive as the other. They got 8 fire damage.
Okay, so fire just erupts from your hands and just envelops this one here. And once the fire has subsided, all that is left there are just charred bones. The other one looks a bit crispy, maybe spent a little bit too long out in the sun, but you definitely did some you put some heat on them.
Last my movement, back up against the cable, end of turn.
Okay. Aelin.
From the ground. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame in this guy's face that's over me.
Okay.
So I need him to make a dex save.
That is I think it's a fail. It's a 12.
Yeah, it's a fail. Okay, great.
Do I need to wait for my turn to move my hex now that guy is passed? Because I can
No, you
move
can,
a
go,
hex.
you can go ahead and move it. I think it's when they die. It's like a hunter's mark.
Yeah. Guy who's sneaking up behind me. Well, do I see him yet?
You would have just, at this point, you kind of just heard them and...
Okay. Then I'll flip it over to guy that I can't see to the left. Yeah, that guy.
4 radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Was that a dex save?
He failed though.
Okay.
So he was already looking pretty
Toasty.
pretty toasty. Even more so now as this radiant energy just scorches his flesh.
With my movement, can I stand up?
You
Oh,
can
no.
use half of your movement to stand. So it's 15 feet to stand, and then you would have another 15 feet to move.
Would I think that since I'm down that they would think I'm dead?
You
Like
don't necessarily
possibly-
take them for morons,
You did
but
just
who knows?
fire off.
There's a lot going on.
I'll stand up. Why not? I'll stand. I'm gonna stay exactly where I am. I'm not moving. I just wanna.
You know, they're regular people, salt of the earth,
You know,
morons.
Great quote.
And I'll just stay here.
All right, end of turn.
End of turn.
You hear the footfalls from the hallway getting louder and louder.
Coming. They're coming.
The British are coming. The
And
British are
you
coming.
The
see-
morons are coming.
Another heavily chain-mailed hobgoblin running up into the room. And
Sure did not have any turn.
you note that when this hobgoblin steps into the room, you see him immediately glance over at one of the individuals that popped up from behind the crates and barrels over there. You hear a soft-ish voice from that area of the room. Now. There's no need for all this violence. You're all not looking so well. And perhaps there's no need for anyone else to die today. And as you draw your attention over to the source of this voice, you see a man standing there in definitely some finer than normal clothing that looks like this.
Looks like a slaver to me.
He says, Sanbalay is, if nothing, generous. And Sanbalay would be more than willing to cease this squabbling right now. Would you care to parley? And when he says that, you see, you notice this more than, actually, you know what, Colt and Red, you would both notice this a little bit more quickly maybe than the rest in the room, but you see a bit of magic energy sort of jump between a few of his fingertips as he's saying this. It almost comes off as a bit of almost like a flex a little bit. He seems like a very confident person. We're gonna pause initiative right now. I'm not canceling it. So you all have the floor right now.
So wait, any of us can talk whenever right now?
Yep.
Is it red robe person back there?
It
in the
is.
corner? Okay. Is anyone else just saying something immediately? If not, I'm about to.
I'm keeping my mouth shut, but I do kind of pick my hex up off the guy who just dropped and just kind of hold.
Sure, yeah,
to
you
it.
just
I'm
see, feel
like
it just on your
a little
fingertips there.
purpley ball, and just kind of holding on to him. But yeah, I'll pause.
Yeah, you see him, bald head, just piercing green eyes, looking back at you.
I'm gonna turn around, winded, like, and as I see him and hear him talking, I look at his hands real quick. And as I'm just looking, I reach around on my hip and pull out a potion, just still panting. I start drinking it, and it's 2d4 plus 4, right?
Yes.
All right, I drink a healing potion.
Okay.
I just drink it, and I throw it aside. And so you shoot in the darkness, and then when your friends are getting beat up, now you want to talk. That's what I wanted to do to begin with. We're not here to... I look around at him. We're not here to kill everybody. We're just trying to find out why a dead woman washed up on the shore. So, yes, we are willing to talk.
I don't know anything about it. Sanbalay doesn't know anything about a dead woman.
Well, okay, well, I don't have to knock heads anymore, I suppose.
Do you all make a habit of just barging in wherever you please?
This place is supposed to be abandoned. Yeah, you seem to have a... And I'll start motioning towards cloth and beer and that and the bedrolls in the back of clearly bandits doing who knows what. Don't act all like you ain't doing nothing.
And yet every step of the way, you found a little breadcrumb here, a little breadcrumb there. Oh, maybe there is people here. Maybe we'll just keep nosing our way through. Is that about it?
Is there a problem with looking into the real estate in the area?
He gives you, like, the most condescending look. You want to buy this place?
It's got great bones. Are you serious? Yeah. I'm very interested, honestly. Like, and I'm not lying. Like, I'm genuinely interested in this.
Sort of looks at you, tilts his head a bit.
I'm gonna keep glaring. He says, "She's a flipper."
I am. That's literally, I'm like, this could be a great bed and breakfast. This is really pretty upstairs. Down here, it sucks. But up there, pretty nice.
What, so your land development that just wanders around with magic and swords and shields, barging into whatever ramshackle building is standing around?
No, we were tasked to come here And I just so happen to like the property.
You were tasked to come here.
Look, we were asked to investigate because we were told people were set up here, potentially
See,
nefarious.
you're using words that Sandbalay just doesn't sit right. Investigate? No.
Who does this guy think he is?
I don't know. Who
I am Sandbalay,
Why are you
the
speaking
Great.
about yourself in the third person? The only person who I know who does that is The Rock.
I don't know about
He
rock.
he glances around the room, and it looks like he takes his measure of each of you. A few of you definitely looking a bit bloodied and wounded, and you hear the sound of the hobgoblin at the entrance, sort of gripping the hilt of his sword. You hear the bowstring tightening as tensions seem to be sort of rising in here.
Okay, let's hold on a minute. And I'll hold my hand out to everyone. Listen, we were just trying it out about why a woman washed up on the shore. Thought maybe there was some nefarious dealings. It may have been you guys, it may have not. The great Zanderlin?
Sandbalay.
The great Samberlay?
Sandbalay.
Sambalay. The great Sambalay. Great Sambalay? You said you know nothing about it? You seem like the kind of guy who doesn't have to lie, so I suppose if y'all had nothing to do with it, then our business here is concluded. We're not here to raid you guys. We're here to find out about what happened to that woman. So if you do want to stop, bashing each other's heads in, we can. And we can be on our way. Does that sound good to everybody?
And you were sent here to investigate by whom?
A member of the council. No names, because we don't know each other. Until we're friends, we can't talk
I
like
want
that.
to just go like this to myself and just scratch my chin and cast Cure Wounds on myself. I have to touch myself.
Are you
so-
trying to conceal this?
I mean, would they be able to know that I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself?
Are you trying to hide it?
I'll do this. I'll do a slight performance. I cough up a little bit of blood. I'm like, excuse me, sorry, you guys. And I cure myself in that aspect.
Make a performance check.
Okay.
And
I'm bleeding out.
and let's do this with disadvantage because they are very suspicious.
He got to cure himself.
I wasn't trying to hide shit.
You're trying to
You son of a bitch.
sneak with it.
Performance?
Mm-hmm.
20. Non-natural.
Ooh, wow.
That was a 19 roll. I was very impressed.
You see none of the other people in the room like they look over at you, but they're not looking at you with any sort of discerning eye. But Sandbalay, he doesn't say anything, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't acknowledge it necessarily, but you see him
He
kind
looks
of
at me.
shoot you a look.
Okay.
We seem to have found ourselves in a bit of a, and he sort of walks out from behind the boxes there,
This guy.
in a bit of a interesting situation. You were sent here by the Saltmarsh Council to investigate a murder. So you get here, you wander into all of this. Sandbalay has spent a lot of time building what we have here. And I'm faced with it. Sandbalay is faced with a difficult decision.
I'm running out of patience. I say, like, look, lose the flowers. What are you offering here?
Fair enough. To the point, Sandbalay appreciates that. Part of what brought us here is a little bit of magical curiosity, one would say.
his curiosity? Just do I understand what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I would assume that you wasted no time in pilfering through all of our belongings.
Take my jacket.
I will
ain't
take
got
your silence as every bit of a confession that Sanbalay needs. But I'm willing to let that slide. Exchange for maybe a little help.
Help. Help doing what?
I assume you made note of a certain room, maybe that was barred off.
Oh, the door with the don't door dead inside. Don't dead inside door.
It says
Got it.
danger.
Danger.
But
Yes.
close enough, I suppose. Quite the curious room. Some foul creatures in there. These
Google said,
cowards.
Nothing. I didn't see nothing.
These cowards won't dare step foot in there.
Look at the armored guy. What's he doing? That's
He's just sort of... He's very stoic. Just kind of standing there. No emotion one way or the other. They say that this mansion is haunted. And it's not necessarily an old wives' tale. But perhaps a bit more than what I'm able to deal with on my own. I'll make you a deal. If you were to assist Sanbalay in clearing those rooms out, I would be inclined to A, let you live, and B, Sanbalay would split whatever treasures may lie beyond. You see, this house used to belong to a alchemist of sorts. At least, that's the legend. Well, supposedly he had some success in alchemical transmutation. He looks over at you, Kugal, and says, that's changing one material into another.
This guy is disrespectful.
I'll just give him a nod.
Sanbalay, being the learned individual that I am ever seeking more knowledge, more power, what have you. So you help me, I help you, make a little money. You say nothing about what you found here, outside of a few trinkets.
This really doesn't sit right with me. What exactly do you do here, if you don't mind me asking? You just exploring too? Because this looks more near a permanent setup than a let's just be here, check this, and leave deal.
Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We trade. Transport.
Murder?
You murder? And he, gestures to a couple of the dead bodies on the ground.
I would argue being shot in the chest warrants a little retaliation rather than just outright murder.
Shot in the chest. I would argue that you had every opportunity to turn around and walk away. Yet, you pressed further in.
Are some of the things you transfer people?
People know.
Oh, yeah, that's thinking slavery. Right, you said that. Well, I don't know. Let me have a quick discussion with my team. Team.
You have 5 minutes. And he just kind of steps back and he kind of sits, like leans/sits on the crates there, and you see him just sort of cross his arms.
Sembele. Someone as learned as yourself. Why is it that you haven't dealt with the danger door yourself? I'm curious.
I'm not invincible. Sembele has limits just like anyone else. And with these cowards refusing to go in there, I find myself now facing an interesting business proposition.
Can I want to try to read this guy. I want to see if he, like, does it look like he can back up his attitude? That's what I'm trying to look like.
Make an insight check.
Is there anything about, like, what he's wearing, his whatever necklace he's got on, like anything that would be like, oh, this Sembele asshole, I've heard of him, anything like that?
Just as...
Like he's a -1 character, like, you know.
He's a -1 character.
Yeah.
There's nothing that just jumps out at you in terms of, it's something that's just plainly obvious. But, I mean, you can kind of piece together from the scale of everything that's put together here, and from the amount of boxes and everything else that's you've seen kind of sitting around in this room, that he has to be successful on some level. Insight?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
nice.
wow.
Looking at the way he carries himself, and the way that everybody else seems to sort of obey him without even really needing to be told how to obey, or what to do, it does inspire some level of magical prowess, for sure. You also kind of put together like the demonic voices that you hear. Maybe they were some sort of magical phenomena. A conjured vision of a gate. There does seem to be a decent amount of magic at work here.
Well, we are. I'm not trying to be sneaky saying this. I'm saying it out loud. Guys, I'm honestly not sure how to approach this. I'm not one to lie, and I'm one to absolutely keep my word. So.
Are we like huddled up?
So we've got.
I wouldn't be huddled. I'd be my back's away from them. I want to keep them in sight. So I'd say, yeah, make sure don't take your eyes off these guys just in case.
So, but as I would say, like we've got the option of either trying to bust heads, trying to clear the danger room, or walking away. And I'll look over to Mr. Sembele and says, "Let's sweeten it. Send Lurch over here with us to the big guy in the doorway, and." So we've got maybe one more pair of hands in there. Send Lurch over here with us. What do we think, guys?
I can guarantee you're going to have Sembele guarantees you're going to have a very difficult time convincing Lurch to come in there. But I'll do you one better. I'll accompany you myself. Sembele will accompany you himself. It's hard talking in third person.
What's the likelihood Sembele gets what he wants and decides to just gut one of us when we're not paying attention?
Sembele is many things, but he's not a liar.
See, I said that to him to begin with. He didn't look like a liar. It's like he's just blunt.
I do gotta trust them.
Well, every ounce of me is saying that you are probably not the best of people and are dangerous and maybe probably a threat to others you don't know.
You know words hurt, right?
I'm just getting those vibes. But I suppose, unless anyone thinks otherwise...
We clear this room. You put a little gold star next to our names in that book. Hey, Mr. Samblay.
What book?
That's a good answer. See, it never happened. So that's what it's implying. Like, oh, who are you? You know, one of them deals.
Can you assure us you're not trafficking humans? That's the big reason why we're here.
I don't think he's slavery.
You hear a little bit of a low rumble of like
I'm not
kind
against
of
you
chuckling
smuggling
around
things
throughout the room.
in and out of here, but I am concerned for human, not even human, innocent lives in general. If your operation is merely you're doing something with linen, you're doing something with, I don't know, ale maybe, I don't know what this is.
Do you see any cages?
I'm just asking you a question.
I've
Sambalay.
Sanbalay does not deal in the trafficking of humans.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, so I suppose we don't have an accident with whatever you're looking for in there. We deal with your, I don't know, you said scared. What would you say was in there?
I referred to them as foul creatures.
When we deal with your foul creatures, whatever's behind those doors, some thing you're looking for, I don't want to accidentally destroy it in the middle of battle. What are you looking for? Is there a wall I shouldn't shoot? A dresser? I don't know.
It's a stone of sorts.
Stones are likely to get hit in battle, so it's just like would it be like on a pedestal stone, or?
A stone not likely to be easily destroyed. Some would have possibly referred to it as the alchemist's stone. I have heard, Sanbalay has heard many different versions of what it may or may not look like. I have not confirmed. But I believe we'll know it when we see it. Sanbalay believes we'll know it when we see it.
Well, Coulter is a fine tinkerer but knows nothing about alchemy, so that's whatever there. I suppose y'all have any final words before I... Okay, we good? We good?
If you find this stone, would you leave here?
I don't really believe I have much of a choice. Sanbalay, damn it, doesn't believe that he has much of a choice now, regardless of the outcome.
All right, well, I'll lower my shield to my side and just walk right up to him. And I'll say, I suppose when we make deals, we shake on it. If you mean what you say, you shake this hand. Oh, and there is a maggot-encrusted plate armor in the other room. I was going to get before I get out of here. I'm sure you don't mind that.
Did you lock us in there?
Lock you in where?
The room upstairs. Someone locked us in there. Or are there other people?
I'd say it's safe to say his friends or him assisted in that. Sambalay, come on, we're about to make a deal, man. We gotta dick around with each other still.
Sanbalay's people are down here. And he reaches out and shakes your hand.
You should probably know then, we were locked in up there, so that's the only reason we came down here.
The room with the trapdoor and the beds. The danger room.
Was Joe Schmo up there with you? He wouldn't tell us anything. He was literally as little helpful as possible.
I suppose you... Sanbalay supposes you're referring to Willem.
He's worthless. I mean, I guess maybe for you not so much.
But that room has been barricaded.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Yes, we have a deal.
All right, well.
Should we take a rest before we head up? I don't know.
To tend a wound or two.
If So if I'm being honest, if we're going into a fight, I am not exactly helpful right now as far as magicalness may go. So I could use a solid 8 hours. I'm just trying to be honest here. If you're looking for your best shot upstairs with Danger Room, I need 8 hours and 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
You see him thinking. Senbele has to weigh his options here. If you're sent here by the council, would have to assume if you don't return in a certain amount of time, you're going to assume something has happened to you, perhaps send someone else to investigate. Or
My brain.
Guarantee if we were missing for too long, and we were coming here,
We haven't
someone
even been
would
gone
show
a
up.
day yet, though. We left this morning.
Well, yeah, but what's your point, Alan? If we're not back in like 5 days, you don't think anyone's gonna come here?
Yeah, but if we get this done tomorrow, I mean, we're back in 2 days.
You lost me. What's this for?
I need to sleep.
Oh, you want to rest?
Yeah.
I look at
It's getting late anyways. Like, they would expect us to sleep.
I glance at Sambalay for a moment, and I say, in these types of deals, Alan, I feel like you know about this stuff. We can't just sit here and hang out with them for 8 hours to recuperate.
I would
Much as I
be
want to.
willing to perhaps help out a bit there. I forgive Sanbalay, but we don't know each other. And as good of a judge of character as Sanbalay is, unfortunately not perfect.
Would a show of good faith ease your conscience? I'll take my 2 daggers and set them on the floor.
I suppose so. We've got some healing supplies that Sanbalay would be willing to give you in exchange for your help. But I'm afraid I can't just rely on your word that someone else isn't going to show up here. So, we bandage you up. You help us clear out the creatures. We go our separate ways.
That good with you, Alan?
I mean, I'm just trying to let everybody know and be fully aware right now that, like, magic, I'm spent.
Yeah, I'm with Ayla.
Do you
I'm
have, like,
pretty-
a drink cup that it can, like,
pretty
the
tapped?
all magical thing, you can regain all of your spells for the day.
Pretty tapped as well, and I'm still kind of bleeding a little bit.
So that's all that I was trying to express, is that if you're expecting, like, magic, I don't have any left to give for the day. I'm just trying to be forthcoming here. If you really want a shot upstairs, I'm at my lowest right now.
Sanbalay appreciates your honesty. But I'm sorry, I can't risk the time. Sanbalay, I've made it too far now. But we will patch you up.
I wish I'd have known before I used my last spell slot that he was gonna cure me.
We will take the bandages.
Take advantages.
Maybe we can rely on his magical expertise
Yeah,
to
I hope
maybe
so.
aid a little bit on the thing.
What about, I think actually that may help you. About an hour we head up? That sound good? Bandage up? Alright, a little short rest.
Short rest.
Okay. And honestly, I know we're about 30 minutes early here, but this is about as good a place as any to kind of call this session.
Okay.
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 Because it's either risk going way over and late, and keep on moving, or go ahead and call it now. So,
Mm.
so that's what we're gonna call it today. Y'all kind of
trying to get me murdered.
went through the gauntlet a little bit.
Yeah, we did. A lot of fights.
Oh dear, that was something.
Sambale.
How are we all doing?
Colt is fine.
But
Colt is a great good guy. As soon as he gets out of here, he plans to tattle his ass off.
I'm immediately ratting y'all out.
I haven't said a word yet, but Red definitely wants to like touch this guy. Not in like
Oh.
a weird way, but like
Oh.
like a one. It's like I wonder what his magical essence is like.
I should have shook his hand for a deal.
So
But
I'm
like,
like-
yes, a deal.
I'm like curiously like, what's going on over here? It seems powerful.
He definitely seems a bit imposing. So, all right. Well, that's it. That's all we got for tonight, and that's maybe all we got for Twitch.
That's right. Next time it's YouTube's.
YouTube.
So if you joined us during the stream and you weren't with us at the beginning, beginning with our next stream of, I guess I'd say just to make sure we're good, because I know you've got Witchlight next week.
Like Wednesdays.
Maybe go ahead and plan on Twitch for that.
Okay. One more Twitch. We were joking.
Yeah, we got one more Twitch. But the 7th of July, which will be our next Saltmarsh session, will be on our YouTube channel. Yeah.
See what that's about.
Yeah,
What it's like.
we'll see what's going on. We'll see what up. Anybody else have anything?
I'm good.
I
No.
don't think so.
Also, make sure if you are around, again, just to talk again, Covington Comic Con,
12th and 13th August.
12th and 13th of August. At?
Covington Civic Center.
All right. Come check it out. There should be some cool stuff there. Mike is going to have a booth there where he's going to be showing off some of his sick ass.
And if it works,
3D printing.
some custom on-demand T-shirts as well.
There we go. Maybe some Heroes of Saltmarsh t-shirt.
At least one.
That's awesome.
We'll wash it.
That's Jamie's favorite shirt. Hey y'all, thank you again for joining us this evening. We love having you here at the table with us. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye.
Bye.